Eto na guys, rambulan na ulit tayo sa 2024 phone brands rambulan.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Inaabangan nyo talaga to.
Excuse me, laking harang nito.
Sino to? Sino ka? Sino ka ba?
Girlfriend ni Gadget Sidekick, pinadala lang ako dito.
Ay,
Wag!
sorry, ikaw pala yun, no? Yung
Aray ko.
girlfriend ni Gadget Sidekick. Sorry. Ito kasi nagsushoot kasi ako ng video.
Yari
Nadala
ka.
ang phone brands rambulan
Yari, subukan
kasi.
kita kay Richmond.
Grabe guys, nadala ako. Si Maya pala yun. Nagustuhan niyo ba yung intro na yon? That was from last year pa nung nakasama natin si Maya Yap dito sa studio. And actually, 2024 phone brands rambulan talaga dapat yung gagawin natin. But instead, we're now here sa 2025 and I think it's about time. This is the perfect timing talaga para malaman nyo yung more details about the brands. So eto po yung updated thoughts natin about the phone brands na tinatangkilik nyo or you might be using or also you might be considering na lipatan. So tara, pag-usapan na natin. Simulan natin sa pinakamalakas ngayon sa Pilipinas. Ito ang Transion Holding. So this is a mother company with 3 sub-brands. So andyan po yung Itel, yung Infinix, and Tecno. So medyo madaya tayo sa discussion na to kasi pinagsama natin yung tatlong brands. But just think of it this way. Yung mas mura talaga yung Itel na brand and then yung dalawang naglalaban para sa mid-range pricing yung Infinix and yung Tecno, but they're also fighting for the budget level na under 10,000 pesos. So magaganda yung value proposition ng mga phones na ino-offer ng mga brands na to. That is why they are currently number 1 sa market natin. Alam niyo naman tayong mga Pinoy, ang hanap natin is best value for our money. Gusto nating ma-extend yung value ng pera natin, makuha natin yung mas magandang specs sa mas murang halaga. And that is exactly what Transion phones offer. And the latest so far this year, yung sa Infinix na Note 50 Pro Plus na series and also yung Tecno Camon 40 series. And now, andyan na rin yung Infinix GT30 Pro and the Tecno Pova 7 Ultra na focus naman sa gaming. Overall, decent to good yung quality ng phones na ino-offer ng Transion. It's just that with one major caveat or warning na pagdating sa software updates, dito sila medyo nagkukulang pa. So in 2025, they have extended most of their software update policies para sa mga bagong releases nila. So umaabot na tayo ng 2 to 3 years na major OS updates for their newly released phones. Pero ang pinaka-question dyan ngayon is how consistent can they be with the updates? And sa tingin ko, this is the perfect time for them to be really consistent sa mga software updates nila. They've earned or gained a lot of profit dito sa market natin sa Philippines. Panahon na para i-prioritize naman nila yung software updates. And by the way, aside sa mga performance gains na nakuha natin with the latest Transion phones, ang biggest leap para sa akin is that they were able to stabilize yung 4K 60 FPS video recording nila for Infinix and the Tecno brand. So maganda so far yung track record ng Transion dito sa Philippines. Now let's move on sa isa sa pinakamainit na brand sa Philippines, yung Honor. So they've been making a lot of noise with their marketing and I have to applaud them. Solid yung marketing campaigns nila. They are all over social media talaga. Hindi nyo maiiwasan yung mga ads nila. So with just one caveat guys, na pagdating sa mga extreme stunts na pinapakita nila sa mga marketing materials nila like yung paglubog sa tubig ng mga phones, yung mga extreme drop test nila, syempre, huwag niyo pong gagayahin yon. There is still always a chance na pwedeng mabasag yung phone nyo mismo pag ginaya nyo yung mga stunts na yon. Sumunting paalala lang naman. But going back sa Honor brand overall, I think yung X9 series nila has really cornered the market pagdating sa mga durable na slim design phones. Now don't get me wrong, they are durable but they're still prone to breaking pa rin. Pag nasobrahan sa kakabagsak, sa kakadrop test, may chance pa rin talaga na babasag. So hindi ko po kino-confirm na 100% durable talaga all throughout yung mga phones na yan. I'm just saying na pagdating sa marketing, nandyan na yung recall ng mga tao na pag nagtanong ano kaya yung durable na phone, isa sa mga options nila yung Honor X9 na series. Pero dun sa Greenline video ko, it seems like marami ang naapektuhan ng green line pagdating sa Honor X9B na phone nila. So, kung isa kayo sa mga affected, dalhin nyo po sa service center yung phone nyo and have it replaced para maayos po yung green line issue nyo. Now, I asked a few Honor representatives kung ano yung action nila para sa mga nagkaroon ng green line issues sa phones nila, and I think most of them ino-honor nila pagdating sa warranty. So again, kung isa kayo sa mga tinamaan ng green line issue, dalhin nyo po agad sa service center. Pero bukod pa sa X9 series nila, we also have the numbered series. So andyan po yung Honor X200 from last year, and then we have the Honor X400 series na bagong release this year. And so far, para sa akin, ito yung best value phones nila, yung numbered series nila. Mas sulit overall yung specs na makukuha nyo dito. Yung camera performance niya, solid para sa presyo niya. These are definitely solid contenders pagdating sa mid-rangers. Now, meron din silang flagship level, yung Magic series nila. And they also have a folding phone, and one of the slimmest na folding phones na available yung mga phones ni Honor. But those phones are kind of expensive, and from my experience lang naman, yung mga test ko with their flagship level na Magic series, they're not quite there yet para makapag-compete sa mga true flagship level from other brands. But they're slowly getting there, and I think one of the better folding phones talaga yung galing sa Honor na Magic series. So with a very aggressive marketing team dito sa Honor Philippines, I think Honor will continue to rise up sa ranks dito sa Philippine market. And I'm sure mas marami pa ang magiging aware sa brand na to. And by the way, I still get asked a lot na meron daw bang Play Store yung mga Honor phones? And yes po, meron pong Play Store. Hindi po siya China ROM. It's fully global. So very compatible po siya sa lahat ng Google apps natin. No need for any workaround. Diretso na tayo sa controversial na brand na to, Oppo. So last time sa phone brands Rambulan na una kong ni-release, I really called out Oppo. Na hindi sila si Samsung, so they should stop acting like they are.
Yung kapit mo, wag niya kaming idamay-damay kung ano-anong ginagawa niyang mga istorya para sa aming pamilya dahil hindi kami nakikialam sa buhay niyong mag-asawa.
So anong ginawa ni Oppo this year? Probably their biggest mistake yet. Sinagad nila yung presyo ng Oppo Reno 14 Pro up to 48,000 pesos. And as of right now, habang ginagawa ko tong video na to, yung presyo ng Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra nasa 46,000 pesos. Links in the description box. So imagine that, guys, something that has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 versus something that has a MediaTek Dimensity 8450 na Oppo device, flagship versus mid-range, almost the same price. Alin ang mas pipiliin nyo? Sobrang no-brainer. You will definitely go for the Samsung S24 Ultra. Now, surprisingly, may mga nag-defend pa rin sa very undefensible, very unjustifiable na pricing na ginawa ni Oppo for the Reno 14 Pro. They said, dumaan daw to sa tamang process. They said na merong mga extra expenses and costs na attached to this. That's why umangat ng ganyan yung pricing. But how can you justify na kung yung equivalent na China ROM na Oppo Reno 14 Pro is priced at around 25,000 pesos and you increase that to 48,000 pesos? That's a 23,000 peso price increase, almost double the price ng Oppo Reno 14 Pro na China ROM. Dito pa lang makikita natin na there is definitely something wrong sa approach ni Oppo pagdating sa Philippine market. I know they're trying to establish themselves as a quality brand, but I'm telling you right now, even though they are, yung perception sa kanila ngayon, they're still not quite there yet. Although maganda yung Find X series nila. Sa mga flagship devices nila, saludo tayo doon. Wala akong reklamo sa Find X series nila. Although I have yet to review them. Yung Oppo A series nila, X na X yan, sobrang overpriced, entry-level and mid-range nila. Kung gusto niyo talaga ng good value for your money at the mid-range and entry-level, you're not gonna find that in any Oppo devices aside from the China ROM options. And meron akong magandang na-review so far na Oppo, and that is the K13 Turbo na China ROM pa lang yung available na mabibili papunta dito sa Philippines. And I link that in the description box na lang din para makita nyo. Susunod naman pag-usapan natin yung OnePlus. So eto rin, medyo may malaking issue rin na kinaharap si OnePlus, yung green line problem sila with their displays. So hindi lang po si Samsung yung nagkaroon ng problem dyan na maraming units ang tinamaan dahil yung numbered series na flagship level phones ng mga OnePlus naapektuhan. And isa ako sa actual na nagkaroon ng unit na merong green line na wala akong ginawa para magkaroon ng ganon. Bigla na lang lumitaw talaga. Just like that. But so far, ang sabi ng ibang mga OnePlus users, wala na daw gaanong problema since the OnePlus 11. So let's all cross our fingers na walang ganong problema nga sa OnePlus 11 and up. But also, I've recommended a lot of OnePlus devices na rin, but from their Ace series. So mga China ROM phones ito. And gusto ko lang linawin para sa inyo na naka-Ace series ngayon na hindi po rampant na apektado yung mga displays ng Ace series phones nila. So medyo exclusive feature po yung green line dun sa mga flagship level na numbered series nila. I think sa global ROM, dalawa pa lang nasusubukan ko this year pagdating sa OnePlus, and that's the OnePlus Nord 5 and the OnePlus Nord CE5. Both phones are really good. And ang maganda sa OnePlus, na-maintain pa rin nila yung very silky, smooth, fluid na software nila with the Oxygen OS. So if you're looking for a really good alternative sa Hyper OS, sawa na kayo sa mga Xiaomi phones, Poco phones, then the OnePlus is a really great option kung gusto niyo ng perfect harmony ng hardware and software as well. Although I do have to warn you na pagdating sa mga OnePlus na Nord series, iwasan niyo po yung light versions nila, lalo na kung makakahanap kayo na meron pa ring Snapdragon 695. X na X po tayo doon. Next up, yung Realme. So this one has been hit hard by the Oppofication as well ng brand na to. So if you didn't know, originally yung Realme was the sub-brand of Oppo, and humiwalay sila and nagkaroon sila ng magandang image dito sa Philippines because they offered great quality software, decent specs para sa presyo. They were really competitive. Bagong tech reviewer pa lang ako noon, and I really thought that Realme would shoot up dito sa Philippine market natin. But as the years have gone by, lalong nagmahal yung presyo ng mga phones nila, lalong naging hindi makatarungan yung pricing ng mga devices nila. And that is most evident sa recent release nila with the Realme GT7 series nila, na wala pang Pro version pero ang mahal na ng presyo, nasa 37,000 pesos. The last Realme na nagustuhan ko in terms of value proposition was the Realme 9 Pro Plus, na maganda yung camera, maganda yung overall performance, and maganda rin yung value. But now, yung mid-range na numbered series nila, yung Realme 14, Realme 15 nila na upcoming, talagang umangat na ng husto yung presyo, and then yung specs niya halos kapareho lang ng katapat na brand like Vivo ng Redmi, and then yung camera performance niya is not really as good as the Vivo phones. So doon sila nagkakaroon ng problema para makabenta ng devices. Kasi imagine guys, if you have a similarly priced na Vivo V50 versus something like a Realme 14 Pro Plus, and then same performance, and then yung camera is mas maganda doon sa Vivo. So syempre, mas pipiliin mo yung Vivo over the Realme kasi same price, same performance, pero mas angat yung Vivo. So I think a major problem ni Realme ngayon, aside from its Oppofication pagdating sa pricing, is really identifying kung sino talaga yung target market nila. Kasi as of right now, yung original target market nila na naghahanap ng best value for their money, wala na. Iba na ang nakikita nila kasi nandyan na yung Transion devices. So kung gusto maging competitive ni Realme, they need to rethink yung pricing nila and compete with the Vivo, the Redmi series, kasi kung Transion ang lalabanan nila, mahirap pong gawin yon, lalo na sa presyo ng mga Transion devices. So it's very unfortunate talaga, and lalo na hindi na nila finalo up yung Narzo series nila, which was supposed to be the cheaper and more gaming-centric devices nila para sa lineup ng Realme. So yung mga bad business moves na yon, yan talaga yung medyo nagda-drag down sa Realme, lalo na dito sa market natin. Susunod naman yung Huawei. Napag-usapan na natin to sa usapang Huawei full video ko. So, I'm just gonna be very quick about this. Saludo ako actually sa Huawei sa patuloy na pamamayagpag ng brand nila kahit na merong mga US sanctions. So just to give you a quick idea, hindi pa rin pwedeng gumamit ng 5G yung mga Huawei devices dito sa Philippines. Wala pa rin tayong Google Play na native support. So you have to install Gbox or MicroG kung gusto nyo makagamit mga Google apps. May mga incompatible applications pa rin. Hindi pa rin compatible 100% lahat ng applications na ginagamit natin on a daily basis. And then dahil hindi pwedeng gumamit ng mga Snapdragon and MediaTek chipsets si Huawei, that means mas mahina pa yung Kirin chipset nila as of right now. So yan yung mga challenges na kinakaharap ni Huawei ngayon And para sa akin lang naman, kung merong sulit or merong worth your money na Huawei products ngayon, siguro yun yung mga nasa higher end nila. Yung Nova series nila, I've tried several latest na Nova series. I'm being honest with you guys. Hindi siya kasing ganda ng mga other mid-range phones. And again, this is just based off my personal experience. Kung maganda para sa inyo yung Nova series, wala pong problema. I won't argue with you. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm just telling you that from my experience comparing the Nova series with other brands, hindi po siya ganun kaganda. Whether you choose to believe that or not, it's all up to you. Hindi ko naman kayo pipilitin. Next up, pag-usapan na natin yung Vivo. I think from our last phone brands Rambulan, kung meron man tayong official ranking, siguro yung Vivo yung pinakamalaki yung leap ng rank dito. Kasi sa personal take ko lang naman, I would say this is close enough sa Samsung pagdating sa overall value na makukuha nyo sa mga flagship devices nila. Although pagdating sa camera aspect, this is definitely the best camera phone na meron kayong mabibili. Yung Vivo X200 Ultra, one of the best that I've tried so far this year. Wala na akong masasabi pa sa ganda ng Vivo na X flagship series nila. Kung akala nyo nag-exaggerate pa rin ako dito, tanungin na lang natin yung mga users na meron ng X200, X100 na series na phones dyan sa comment section. Guys, kayo na magpatunay na hindi ko binubudol yung mga tao dito sa channel natin kasi legit, pag sinabi kong maganda yung camera, 100% legit yan. But anyway, sa Vivo naman, approved tayo sa flagship level nila. Goods din naman yung mid-range nila na V-series nila. But of course, it's not gonna be the best value pagdating sa isang mid-range device. Pwede na palaban yung camera. Pero pagdating sa entry-level phones ng Vivo, I think dito masasabi pa rin natin na overpriced pa rin karamihan ng mga entry-level phones nila. So yun lang naman pagdating sa Vivo. I just wanna keep it short and simple. Good sa flagship. Okay rin naman yung mid-range. Bad value yung entry level. Next up, yung Redmi Note series. I think this one had the biggest decline talaga pagdating sa popularity kasi wala sila masyadong innovation na pinapasok sa phone na to. Pag-isipan nyo na mabuti to guys, no? The last two na phone models from the Redmi Note series na para sa akin considered na good value for your money and sobrang okay yung binibigay na value proposition sa atin were the Redmi Note 9 series and the Redmi Note 10 Pro series. And that has been a few years ago pa. Yung mga sumunod doon, yung Redmi Note 11 series, 12 series, 13 series, and even the 14 series have been totally underwhelming. Nung malapit na lumabas sa China yung Redmi Note 15 series, I'm not sure how good the value proposition would be para doon sa series na yon. And I'm not sure ano yung mga innovations na ilalagay nila doon. Pero para sa akin lang naman, kailangang i-improve ni Redmi series yung camera nila, yung overall performance, and of course yung software nila. Sobrang competitive lang talaga ng mid-range segment ng market natin ngayon. Now let's take a break muna from the regular phone models and let's quickly talk about gaming phones. So, andyan yung Asus and the Red Magic. So, unahin natin sa Asus. Sa Asus, maasahan nyo yung mga Asus ROG phone series nila. They usually offer the top-of-the-line talaga na chipsets na available as of the time ng release nila. And sobrang goods talaga yung performance niyan. Wala na kayong hahanapin pa. May mga kasamang accessories like phone coolers, gaming pads. So perfect na perfect talaga for heavy gamers on phones. And then sa Red Magic, nandiyan yung numbered na Pro series nila and also the S series. Parehong magagandang phones. Ang advantage lang ng Red Magic, meron silang built-in fan cooler and then meron silang under-display na selfie camera. So that means full uninterrupted displays ang makukuha natin pagdating sa mga Red Magic phones. However guys, pagdating sa mga gaming phones na flagship level, there is a huge development sa gaming industry. And dyan pumapasok yung mga portable gaming devices natin like the ROG Ally na pwede na tayo maglaro ng mga PC games sa handheld. So if you really are a hardcore gamer and you want to experience yung mga top-notch quality games, then I would highly recommend na consider instead getting something like an ROG Ally kung gusto nyo talaga maglaro, magdamagan, want to sawa without having to worry about being limited sa mga games na pwede nyong laruin. Kasi syempre, pag phone lang ang gagamitin nyo, limited lang tayo sa mga mobile games na available sa mga Android store. Whereas kung portable handheld gaming device yung kukunin nyo, Of course, pwede nyo ma-enjoy yung mga PC games, pwede pa kayo mag-emulate ng mga games from PS2, PS3, and other console games na pwede nyo pang malaro. And so para lang naman sa akin, from one gamer to another, mas marirecommend ko sa inyo na instead of getting a flagship level na phone na gaming ang habol nyo, pick an ROG Ally or something similar. Now, balik tayo sa mga regular phone devices. So, nandyan yung HMD/Nokia. Actually, tinanggal na nila yung Nokia, so it's just purely HMD right now. And for the most part, they're just banking on nostalgia. So, wag na muna tayo umasa na magkakaroon ng comeback yung Nokia na brand. It's just gonna be forever ingrained sa mga utak natin for us 90s kids na natuwa sa Nokia phones. And for now, most of the time, medyo mas mataas yung presyo ng mga HMD products. It's not something na marirecommend ko sa karamihan sa inyo, pero na-try ko yung HMD Crest, but that one, I was able to buy for only 3,000 pesos. Kaya lang naman na gawan ko ng video, pero for the original price na around 7,000 to 8,000 pesos, it's still kind of pricey for what it's offering na 90 Hz refresh rate na display, and then sobrang pangit ng camera. So mas okay pa rin yung mga budget level na Transion phone. So for now, I would consider HMD as a brand na parang blip in the radar system lang, na parang may isip natin paminsan-minsan but we're not really considering it seriously. Now, the next brand na pag-uusapan natin is yung Poco. So, eto, medyo bilib ako ng konti, no? Maalala nyo kasi dun sa original phone brands Rambulan video natin, sinabi ko na bibigwasan muna natin ng konti si Poco dahil dun sa issue ng mga dead boot na phones. And as of 2025, surprise, they are still thriving. They're still offering one of the best value phones na pwede nyong mabili sa market. Andyan yung Poco X7 Pro and andyan yung newly released nila na Poco F7. They have the F7 Pro and F7 Ultra as well. So nagkakaroon na tayo ng maraming choices pagdating sa mga Poco devices for different price ranges. And andyan rin yung mas mura nila na non-Pro na Poco X7, and meron na silang budget level na M-series and the more affordable palalo na C-series. Para sa akin, yung pinakasulit talaga nila na series is yung X-series na Pro. So, Poco X7 Pro, mahanap nyo po dyan sa link sa description box. Next up, let's talk about a brand na papaangat na. And this is the Nothing Phone brand. Although, medyo nagkaroon ng hitch sa release nila ng Nothing Phone 3 na medyo marami ang nadismaya. So, they were actually doing great, lalo na dito sa 3A Pro and sa 3A series nila this 2025 until they released the Nothing Phone 3 na nahati talaga yung opinion ng mga tao, lalo na tinawag nila itong flagship na phone with the mid-range na chipset. And also yung design and / aesthetics ng phone nila, ang laki ng pagbabago sa glyph system, which was something na naging trademark na ni Nothing. So I'm not sure where Carl Pei is going with this one. Let's see kung ano magiging next steps nila after the feedback na nakuha nila from the Nothing Phone 3. Pero whatever bad feedback yung nakuha ng Nothing Phone 3 should never take away from how good the Nothing Phone 3A Pro is, and as well as the Nothing 3A pagdating sa value. So 3A and 3A Pro, I can easily highly recommend sa inyo. Pati na rin yung Nothing CMF Phone 2 Pro nila. Good value for your money. Lalo na kung ang hanap nyo is a casual phone that just works, na maganda yung software, maganda yung hardware performance, and overall walang hassle gamitin. So I'm excited and curious to see kung anong mangyayari in the future para sa Nothing. Okay, so we're down to only 4 brands na lang dito sa market natin, and actually yung isa pa dito hindi naman talaga officially nasa market natin, but we're still gonna be talking about it. Pero before we move on, I just want to invite you na mag-subscribe dito sa channel natin kung na-enjoy nyo so far yung content natin. I know this is gonna be a long video, so hopefully meron kayong snacks habang nanonood and nakikinig sa mga sinasabi ko, and hopefully hindi pa kayo naboboard gaano. But anyway, let's talk about yung mga honorable mention na brands, yung mga brands na umexit na sa Philippine market. Kaya naman, hindi nyo na makikita na magkakaroon tayo ng mga reviews if ever dito sa channel natin. And we're talking about brands like LG na sinarado na nila yung phone division nila, and then yung Lenovo na wala na yung gaming phone division nila. Yung Motorola, it's not officially here in the Philippines. Yung TCL, umexit na rin dito sa Philippines. And eto, maraming Sony Xperia fanboys. Unfortunately, umexit na rin si Sony dito sa phone industry sa Philippines. So, wala po tayong reviews ng mga phones na yan. And actually, itong next phone brand na pag-uusapan natin, wala rin namang official release dito sa Philippines. But there is a growing audience and a growing market dito sa Philippines for this brand, and this is the Google Pixel series. So the Google Pixel 10 series is gonna be coming out soon sa August 20 dun sa United States. Pero dito sa Philippines, I think it's gonna be August 21. So doon natin malalaman yung official specs and yung mga kakayahan ng Pixel 10 series. And I'm quite excited, lalo na pagdating sa performance, kasi dito natin makikita kung mainit pa rin ba yung chipset. Kasi for the past few years na sinubukan ko yung Pixel series from the 6, 7, 8, and 9, mainit talaga yung chipset. And I am hoping na meron tayong improvements pagdating sa camera, may improvements sa performance, may improvements sa thermals, and most of all, improvement sa battery life. Kasi yan yung pinakamalaking downside ng isang Pixel device habang ginagamit dito sa Philippines. Ang bilis talaga malobat and medyo mabagal yung charging speed. So I'm excited to see kung ano yung makikita natin sa 10th generation ng Pixel series. What about you guys? Excited rin ba kayo? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so meron na tayong tatlong brands na hindi pa napag-uusapan, and first of them is Xiaomi. So yung Xiaomi is still very much thriving here in the Philippines, but I don't think they are thriving as well as we'd want to. Kasi hindi nila dinadala dito sa atin yung top-of-the-line flagship phones nila. For example, yung Xiaomi 15 Ultra, nagkaroon ng global release yun, but it was only released sa Malaysia kung saan confident si Xiaomi na maa-afford ng mga tao yung Ultra series nila. Dito sa Philippines, wala. Kahit man lang makapag-pre-order sana ng isang Xiaomi 15 Ultra, no chance at all. So ano lang yung nakuha natin? The Xiaomi 15. Not even the Pro, just the Xiaomi 15. Yung compact size nila na unfortunately is not quite the Pro phone na we want for a flagship Xiaomi device. Okay naman siya, but it's just that it can't really match kung ang pag-uusapan Pro level na flagship devices like a Vivo X200 series. Pero ang pinakamabenta kasi na Xiaomi phone series dito sa Philippines is the T series. So ito talaga yung jam-pack sa value pagdating sa phones ni Xiaomi, yung Xiaomi 14T and the 14T Pro. And in just a few months, darating na rin yung 15T and 15T Pro na series. So, yan talaga yung laging inaabangan ng mga Pinoy kasi maganda yung value nila for the price that you're paying for. So, closer to flagship killer level sila but not quite flagship yet. Pero ang wish ko in the future, kahit man lang sana ma-pre-order natin yung mga global version na Pro variant ng Xiaomi phones, sana dumating dito sa Philippines. Alright, so final two phone brands, alam nyo na to, Samsung and Apple. So, unahin natin si Samsung or what I call Samsung. So this year, it's been evident na ayaw baguhin masyado ni Samsung yung formula nila. Kung na-enjoy nyo yung Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra from last year, ang ginawa ni Samsung, well, eto, bibigyan ko kayo ng slightly better na Samsung S25 Ultra. Not much of a change pagdating sa quality ng photos, not much of a change sa overall performance. Nag-increase lang dahil sa chipset change na merong Snapdragon 8 Elite versus a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. But that's it. Walang improvement sa battery, sa charging speed, halos ganun pa rin. And actually, dinowngrade pa nila yung stylus dito na wala ng Bluetooth connection. And what they're banking on talaga is yung AI features na meron daw dito, but also when you realize na most of these AI features would be trickling down din sa lumang Galaxy phone series nila, then what's the point? So as of right now, hindi ganun kaganda yung dating ng Samsung para sa akin. And kung maalala nyo before, inamin ko naman na I used to be a Samsung fan. Talagang inaabangan ko palagi yung mga release ng phones nila, ng S-series nila. Pero sa ngayon, walang exciting para sa akin sa mga Samsung devices, whether it's their S-series na flagship level, their foldable series na although yes, naging slimmer na siya, hindi pa rin siya as exciting as it used to be nung nagre-release ng mga bagong phones yung Samsung. And don't get me started sa mid-range nila na hindi pa kayang sumabay sa mga mid-range na mga China brands. So, yeah, nothing to write home about para sa Samsung right now. Next up, of course, yung Apple. So, I have here the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Before this, naka-iPhone 16 Pro ako. So, pinalitan ko ng mas malaki kasi nagkakaroon ako ng battery anxiety. So, yan yung maasahan nyo pagdating sa mga iPhone devices right now, kung hindi kayo naka Pro Max or kung hindi kayo naka Plus, nandyan talaga yung battery anxiety. Kung naka Pro level lang kayo, grabe, ang laki ng difference pagdating sa battery endurance ng isang Pro Max versus a Pro level na iPhone. Pero this year, 2025, magkakaroon tayo ng mga bagong iPhones. Kakaiba na ang itsura and bago na yung design nila and meron na tayong mga bagong colors as well. So I'm not really excited, pero I'm more curious to see kung ano yung mga improvements na pwedeng ibigay ni iPhone sa atin para sa iPhone 17 series nila. Will I be upgrading to the iPhone 17 series? Well, it all depends kung magkakapera ako. Siguro pag marami kayong nanood ng video na to, magkakaroon ako ng budget para sa isang iPhone 17. But as of right now, it's still up in the air. iPhone 17 Air. What? So, hindi pa sure kung makakabili ako ng iPhone. Pero syempre, as a tech reviewer, always ang goal natin ma-check out natin yung mga latest and greatest na devices. So yeah, yun po yung napakahaba nating phone brands Rambulan for 2025. Alin ba ang phone brand na mas napupusuan nyo in 2025? Let me know in the comment section. Para sa akin, there are a few notable phone brands na magandang ginagawa nila so far dito sa Philippine market natin. There's Nothing pagdating sa 3A and 3A Pro nila. Andyan rin yung Vivo pagdating sa X series nila na flagship level. Andyan rin yung mga Transion phones, specifically the Tecno and Infinix na napakaganda ng value proposition na ino-offer sa atin ng mga phones nila. And finally, of course, palagi pa rin nandyan yung Poco na solid pa rin yung value na ino-offer sa atin. What about you guys? Let me know your thoughts about the phone brands here in the Philippines. Meron ba kayong natitipuhan? Meron ba kayong hate na brand? Drop them in the comments. I wanna read them all. And kung na-enjoy nyo man to, ano na ba yung mag-like, comment, and subscribe na kayo dito sa channel natin. And kung may energy pa kayo natitira after this video, gusto nyo pang manood ng mga videos ko, may mga ililink po ako dyan. Paniguradong magugustuhan yung mga yan. Hanggang sa susunod, ako nga pala ulit si Janus ng Pinoy Techdad. Kita-kita ulit tayo.